never forget the first time I came out to the desert. It was with my husband Fred, and the year was 1976. I looked at all these mountains and I thought, good God, they are ugly, because they didn't have any trees on them. You know, where I came from, mountains were green. And a lot has certainly changed since then, including my feeling about the mountains. I'm Kay Wolff, and together with my late husband Fred and a small group of others, we led the effort to incorporate the city of La Quinta. My husband's family owned a house here and had been coming out to the desert since the 1940s. Basically, there was only the La Quinta Hotel, the Desert Club, a few other small businesses, and sparsely populated neighborhoods. When we met, we would spend a lot of our vacation at his family's little home. There still wasn't much to the area then. There was one signal on Highway 111 in Washington, which was a 2-lane road. We didn't have a grocery store, but we did have a Circle K with a gas station. I always had a feeling of serenity when we would come here. It was so laid back and the pressure was low. There were just a few homes in the Cove in the 70s, and at that time you could buy a lot for less than $5,000. It was 1979 when we decided to make this area our retirement home. We bought 2 lots and built the home that would become the gathering place for the people who ultimately helped La Quinta become a city. We knew that time was of the essence because other cities wanted to annex large portions of what would eventually become La Quinta. Also at that time, there were many problems in the Cove. We didn't have much police protection, there was no mandatory trash pickup, and a building boom that caused many lots to be bought up by developers. We didn't want the Cove to be ruined. So we put together what we called the Task Force for Incorporation. It was 4 people from the Chamber of Commerce and 4 people from the Property Owners Association. The 8 of us did the legwork. We drew our boundaries at our dining room table, and volunteers went door to door to collect enough signatures to get our incorporation issue on the ballot. I guess I don't have to tell you how that election ended. 1982 was the year that La Quinta became a city. My husband was the first mayor, and boy did the council get to work. There were laws and regulations to adopt, more stringent building codes, a failing water system, trash pickup, code enforcement, and the list was endless. Looking back, it's hard to believe what started 40 years ago. The funny thing is, we knew that there was a chance we could fail, but we didn't let that bother us. Since Fred has passed, I have chosen to stay here in La Quinta, in the same house we built together, where various city councils pushed forward with big plans and we watched them become a reality. I'm proud of our work. I'm proud of those who came after us and continue to work to make our city thrive. I'm proud of La Quinta. I probably should say the beautiful Santa Rosa Mountains have certainly grown on me. I realize now that they are perfect.